no load characteristics of three-phase alternator. Okay, so this is a circuit diagram. The main aim of this experiment is we have to see that how DC supply will be converting to AC supply, right? So there we'll see at the voltage, in the voltmeter. See here, this is a voltmeter. See, has here motor and generator are coupled. So first for the motor we are giving the DC supply. Okay, so the motor will starts running. So by coupling of the both motor and the generator, the output of the motor will be mechanical energy. The output of the motor mechanical energy will be input of the generator, that is mechanical energy, right? And the output what we get at the alternator or generator, that is electrical energy. See, we'll see the motor connect. See, this is a setup for motor and generator.
This is motor.
So this is motor. So for this motor we are giving the DC supply. So for here, by rotating of the motor through this coupling, so this is a coupling.
This is coupling. Here.
So this is a coupling, right? So from the motor, the mechanical energy will be given to the generator input. So the generator output what will get an electrical energy, and at the generator side we'll see the voltage readings. The connections will be more, but performing of the experiment is very easy. Okay, after that we'll see the nameplate details. So for both DC shunt motor and alternator. Okay, so as we are using both, right, so that's why we have to take nameplate details for both machines. So for DC shunt motor, power rating is 3.5 kilowatts, voltage, current, excitation voltage. Same for alternator. Okay, so now we'll see the circuit diagram. 1500 RPM. 415 volts, 3 phase, right?
3 phase.
So as it is a 3 phase, voltage will be 415
Current
volts, and current is 7 amps.
7 amps.
Excitation voltage is 220 volts, and excitation current is 1.7 amps. Okay, so now we'll see the circuit diagram connections. So first DC supply. From DC supply to, so that is DC supply.
Positive
so DC
to L.
Positive to L. After that
A to A to.
So in this experiment we are using 3 rheostats.
3 rheostats.
So one is at armature side, one is at field side, and one is at
another
alternator side. Okay, so just have a look on this. So these 2 resistors, and this is a armature rheostat, motor armature rheostat, and this is a field rheostat, and this is a alternator rheostat. Okay, so we'll do the connections now. Just so from the DC supply we given to the line. So after that line we'll connect the rheostat.
Armature A to A in between.
Yeah.
Armature rheostat. F to F field rheostat in between. F to F between field rheostat. Another one alternator rheostat. 460 by 1.7 amps.
See, for every rheostat we'll have a separate specifications. See what we have seen in the circuit diagram. See, for field rheostat we have 1500 ohms by 1.2 amps, and for armature 100 ohms by 5 amps, and for 3-phase rheostat 460 ohms by 1.7 amps. See, like this we have to see. And this is a ammeter which is connected at motor side, that is DC side. That's why here we are using motor MC ammeter. Okay, that is and after that voltmeter which is connected at alternator side. That's why it is MI, that is 0 to 300 to 600 volts. Okay, so this is a experimental setup for the 3-phase alternator. So just in this experiment nothing we have to do. First
on the
we have to close the DPST switch. Okay, After that,
After
what
that-
we have to do?
MCB.
MCB. We
On
have to
position.
switch on the MCB
On position.
on position. Just
After that,
after that, we have to
3-point starter.
3 point starter.
Move
We
this
have to use the
3-point
3-point starter. Which is used to limit the starting current, right? So after that, what we have to do?
Move.
By varying the rheostat position, we have to keep the motor speed at constant, that is 1500 rpm, right? See, first we have to move the vary the position of armature rheostat. If the motor speed is not in a position, again we have to change the somewhat position of the field rheostat. But before that, first we have to give the chance, we have to change the armature rheostat only. Okay, so now we have to see the speed. It's T39, so it's not at constant speed. So now we have to change the field rheostat. We have to keep it in the maximum. See. Okay. So to get the constant speed means up to what level we have to change that one, means to get the constant, up to get the constant we have to change the field rheostat. We have to change and we have to check, is it a constant speed or not. 1460 somewhat we have to change.
ఇక్కడ రీస్టార్ట్ మోడ్ చేసి ఇక్కడ వోల్టేజ్ కరెంట్ వస్తుంది.
Okay. 1500.
15 అంటే కానీ మన 1460 పెట్టింది. 1415లో ఉంది.
Okay.
మార్చితే 33 అని.
Okay. Yeah, 1498. So
15
so 1500. So we kept the motor speed at constant. Now we have to change the rheostat at alternate side.
చేంజ్ చేస్తామంటే ఇప్పుడు ఫస్ట్ జీరోలో ఉందని చెప్పండి.
By that only voltmeter and ammeter readings will be changed. So what are aim? We have to take the readings of current and voltage, right?
V is equal to 0 now.
So that is IF and EG. Okay?
EG
So
is
that
equal?
is IF and EG.
EG means voltage.
EG means voltage. IF current.
EG now 0.
So first for EG. So what is EG? Nothing but voltage, generated voltage.
Now 40.
So first one is 0. So that means first we have to change the voltage value and correspondingly we have to take the current reading. So for 0, current reading is 0.
Starting.
Starting at no. See, here we are varying rheostat. So by varying of the rheostat, voltage will changes. Accordingly, current will be
also
taken.
change.
Okay.
Now 40 volts. Current
So at now, see.
point not
So 40 volts,
point not
45.
45. Voltage 45.
45 volts and current is
point 0.8 madam.
0.8.
0.8.
So we'll write it 40 as voltage and 0 point as current.
Current.
Okay. After that, see.
ఇది 0.8 కాదు మేడం. 0.08.
So 0.08. 0.08. Okay. So as it is a 1 to 2 amps, we have to take the 0.08. So see. Here we are changing the rheostat.
Now
So changing the
voltage-
rheostat means the voltage will be varying. So what is the voltage?
80.
80. So corresponding current reading.
0.14. 0.14.
So voltage is
80.
80. Current is
0.14.
0.14. Okay. So next,
Voltage is 100.
changing. That means voltage is 100. And for that current is
0.16.
0.16.
Next, third one.
So changing.
120. Now 120.
120. So now voltage is 120.
120.
So for
Current-
that
Current
current
0.2. 0.2.
0.2. Okay. So after that it's again moving.
Now 140 voltage.
So the voltage is
140.
so 140.
Current
For
is
that current is
0.24. 0.2. Yeah, write this one.
0.25. 25.
Okay.
See
Now-
now it's changed.
160 voltage.
We
160.
kept the voltage at 160. So for 160 volts,
Current is
current is 0.3.
3.
0.3.
Now 180 voltage.
See. 200. 200.
Okay. 200.
Okay. So we'll take as 200.
0.38.
So 200.
Current 0.38.
0.4. We have to take 0.4. Okay.
Last 220.
220. As is it DC supply, the last voltage is 220. Right? So
0.5.
220.
Current
So the
0.5.
current is
0.5.
0.5. So like this, from no load to full load, we have to take the voltage. For this voltage, we have to take the respective current readings. See.
జీరో చేస్తే ఇవన్నీ రెండు వోల్టేజ్ కరెంట్ రెండు పోతాయి.
So after taking off the readings, we have to again
రియోస్టార్ట్ సేమ్.
rheostat should be kept in the same position, that is minimum position. Okay. So what we have to do now means we have to draw the characteristics between
మోటార్ ఆఫ్
voltage and current. That is, so by taking the readings of the voltage and the current, we have to draw the characteristics. So by that we'll complete the no load characteristics of 3-phase alternator. Here we are not doing anything, just we are taking the characteristics, how it's performing by giving the DC supply, how it will be changing at 3-phase alternator side. Right?